Yo, what is up, your boy? Back live again. I gotta say, this has to be a new record, man. I think I've done 3 lives this month, so that's definitely a new record. I don't know how long I'm gonna do this live stream for. Um, yeah, so it's kind of like a little BS live stream that I'm doing. Yeah, so it's kind of like a little BS live stream that I'm doing. Just because I don't really have a whole lot that I want to talk about. Um, yeah, because there's nothing really out to talk about right now. There's not a whole lot to really talk about right now. So yeah, this is just kind of like a BS live stream I'm doing. So I'm not sure how long I'm gonna hold it, but let's just go ahead and do this anyway. So I see a lot of people are upset because the whole Zachary Levi situation, and I want to just be straight up about it, man. That's that man's life. He can do what he wants. While people are here getting upset, makes no sense to me. All right, it makes no sense to me. Um, People really out here losing their shit because Zachary Levi is doing, he sent out, it's not like he made the tweet. He just liked the tweet or just responded to the tweet. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing I'm saying, you know? But people out here losing their shit because Zachary Levi liked the tweet that had to do with, the vax and all this other stuff. So, anyhow, moving on from that. Moving on from that, like I said, there's not a whole lot to talk about. Like I said, this is just kind of a BS live stream. Hopefully, it's a little warmer where you're at. I'm living down here in Texas, and it is definitely getting a little cold this week. It's definitely getting a little cold this week. So hopefully, it's a little warmer where you're at, man, because, it's a little chilly down here. Boy, still trying to work his way up to 1,000 YouTube subscribers. The last time I checked, I'm looking at 982. The big thing I've been trying to do is basically get my watch time hours up so that I can, eventually get this channel monetized. So that's my big goal by the end of this year because I see everybody else doing it, getting on it, and everybody encouraging me to get on it. So I'm like, I got to do it. You know what I'm saying? I got to do it. But I'm always thanking all y'all for your support because it really means a lot, man. This channel would not be here without any of y'all and just helping your boy out and helping my channel grow. Like I said, today is just a random BS stream, just trying to get something out there. Right now, I'm at 982 subscribers and 759 watch time hours. So my watch time hours are really, really low. So yeah, I need about, let me see. About 3,241 more watch time hours to hit my goal. So yeah, I got a lot to catch up on. What is going on with everybody out there, man? So far, I got 0 viewers watching this right now, man. Give me 1 second. Let me do something real quickly. All right, your boys back. Excuse me for your little noise in the background. So yeah, what is going on with all y'all out there tonight, man? It's a cold night out here in Texas, baby. It's a cold night. It's a little freezing out here, man. Like I said, there's not a whole lot to talk about right now in the world of movies because the year just started, so there's not like a whole lot of good movies out right now. And I've already went over the list of what's coming out this year multiple times. So I don't think there's anything I can really tell y'all that y'all probably already haven't heard as far as what I'm looking forward to seeing. You know what I'm saying? As far as what I'm looking forward to seeing. Like I said, when it comes to January films, they're usually the month that movies are like they aren't really exciting. They aren't really exciting and aren't really getting people's attention. That's kind of exciting about the January films. People aren't really excited to talk about January movies because they're just throwaway movies. But there might be some sleepers, man. There might be some sleepers when it comes to these January films, man. There might be some sleepers when it comes to these January films. So, like I said, I did see Bad Boys 3, but I didn't see it in theaters. I waited till it came out. And then, of course, I saw the new House Party. So there's definitely some sleepers. So I'm going to test something real quick. Just give me a second. Okay, so it's still doing what I think it needs to do. So, yeah, man, not a whole lot to talk about, like I said. Give me 1 second, give me 1 second, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, we back. So anyway, like I said, man, it's not a whole lot to talk about right now. Yeah, it's not a whole lot to talk about. It's just kind of like a BS stream. Like I said, January is a dead month for when it comes to movies. But hopefully, let's see what February got. I know we got Ant-Man coming out. Let me see what February got. Just to kind of give a little topic. Let me see. February movies. 2023 movies. Let's see what they got coming out next month. Let's see what we got coming out next month. Let's see what we got coming out next month. Yeah, let's see what we got coming out next month. So I know next month we got Ant-Man coming out. Next month I know we got Ant-Man coming out. Let's see, we got February 2023 movies coming out. Let me see. You got Ant-Man. I don't know how many of y'all are interested in Magic Mike's Last Dance. That's one thing I never understood when it came to sequels, is why they got sequels coming out almost like 5, 6, 7, 8 years after the last one. You know what I'm saying? That was always one of my biggest things when it comes to sequels, is like people lose interest. People lose interest. The longer it takes to get a sequel out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I never watched any of the Magic Mike movies. None of them. I never watched any of the Magic Mike movies because I was just never interested in them. But yeah, let me see what else got coming out. There's just not a lot of movies coming out next month. That is, I think this is an old list because this one might be outdated. Hold on. So we got Cocaine Bear. I saw the trailer for that, man. That is something else. I actually saw the trailer twice. I seen it once when I seen somebody reviewing it, and then I seen it again when I seen it in theaters. And I was like, what in the world is this? So it's pretty wild to see what they got coming out with these strange movies. So, like I said, this is just a BS stream I'm doing, man. Um, Trying to test something out exactly what I'm talking to you. Hopefully it works out. Hopefully it works out. But yeah, like I said, let's see what else they got besides cocaine beer. Jesus Revolution. We have a ghost. Let me see. We have a ghost. So this is a Netflix movie coming out. Something called We Have a Ghost. I guess. I guess. Um, Anything else? Let me see. Quantum Mania. So there's Winnie the Pooh, man. It says it comes out the 15th of 2023. Can somebody please explain to me who came up with this idea for this Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey? It looked like a homemade movie. Like there's no way in the world I could honestly take that movie seriously. It just looks like it's a. It just looks like it's gonna be a joke. And then I think they're supposed to be doing like a another one, but not attached to this movie. It's supposed to be something else. It's supposed to be doing something else. So, yeah, that's just weird. That's just weird. But other than that, I mean, yeah, February is gonna be a slow month for movies. Usually, it's always the summertime. That's when all the good movies really start to pick up. But right now, it's like there's not a whole lot going on when it comes to movies. It's just yeah, there's not a whole lot going on with movies. It's just what we getting. Let me see. Yeah, this month's coming up. It's gonna be Legion of Superheroes. So I didn't know we were getting an animated DC film. Legion of Superheroes. Looks like it's gonna be led by Supergirl, and I'm guessing a Brainiac. So maybe this is her like in the future when she's with this team. So this should be interesting. Trying to test something out. Let's see. It says Kara, devastated by the loss of Krypton, struggles to adjust to a new life on Earth. Her cousin Superman mentors her and struggles. I'm sorry, suggests she leave their space time to attend the Legion Academy in the 31st century, where she makes new friends and a new enemy. Brainiac 5, meanwhile, she must contend with a mysterious group called the Dark Circle as it searches for a powerful weapon held in the Academy's vault. Sounds interesting. I know there was a Okay, let's look back up. Fix this a little bit. So, anyway, I know there was a early DC animated movies. Excuse me. In the early DC animated movies, there was not the movies, the TV show. There was Superman. Like it's not a similar story to this, but it was in the DC animated TV show. Basically, Carol went off to the future, and then she ended up Car ended up going to the future, and then she pretty much just stayed. So then, they were the team were trying to explain to Superman, what happened to her and all this other stuff. So, but yeah, like I said, it's just that's pretty much the gist of it. That's pretty much the gist of it. I'm trying to see what else we got coming out in February. This possibly could be good. And it looks like the list is gonna be pretty quiet, pretty crappy. Um, let me see. Is anything good for March? Anything good for March? March 2023 films. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Hopefully this is updated. So for March 2023, of course, you got Creed 3. And Shazam comes out in March. I thought that was later. So March is like it's going to be a better month for movies than February. So you got Creed 3, you got to catch that. Shazam, I ain't gonna lie, I'm still not feeling that. And I know Zachary Levi, like I brought up earlier, is still going through his stuff. But honestly, I don't care about none of that because it's just not. It's not taking away from my day. That's one thing I don't understand. Everybody upset with Zachary Levi because he's, um, everybody's upset with Zachary Levi because of some comments that he made. Trying to adjust my camera here. Everybody upset with Zachary Levi because some comments that he made about the shot. And honestly, it's not that serious because people's lives are still gonna go on. It's not like it's stopping you out from living. You know what I'm saying? But give me a second. I'm trying to tweet out this live stream. Oh, cool! I got a new subscriber, so I'm sitting at 983 subscribers. So I'm slowly making my way up the ladder, trying to get to 1,000. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So make sure, man, y'all keep hitting that subscribe button. Make sure you tell your families, you tell your friends, help your boy get to his goal of 1,000 people, man. That's my goal. That's what I'm trying to get to. So that's my big thing right now is just trying to get my live streams continue to keep going because I definitely need to get to 1,000 watch time hours. That's my goal by the end of this year. I'm hoping I can get to I'm hoping I can get to 1,000 pretty much by the end of next month. I know I could probably say the next 3 or 4 days, but the reason I want to stretch it is because I I don't want to jinx it. You know what I'm saying? So I want to stretch it out and hold it out for as long as I can, because that's how I do when I do these little goals. Is like if I got 1,000 subscribers, if I got like 100 subscribers right now, right? My goal is to get to like 200 by the end of the year. Then I just kind of work on it in like small chunks where I'm like, okay, I got 200, I need to get to 220, I need to get to 230, 240. It just makes it a lot easier to manage instead of trying to jump up to the next big thing, right? But yeah, it's a slow night. Depending on if anybody jumps in, it will depend on how long I'm gonna keep this stream going. So far, it's been 18 minutes, which is cool. It's cool. It's cool. So yeah, man. Like I said, it's a slow night. I did end up watching the what was it? The Teen Wolf movie, and I gotta honestly tell you, man, I really enjoyed that. Okay, I really enjoyed that movie. It was fun going back and watching it. I don't care what anybody has to say. I see that it does have a 44% on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm trying to bring this up. I see right now on Rotten Tomatoes, actually it dropped, so it's got a. Let's see if I can see that. I don't know if you can probably see that. You probably can't. It's cool. But yeah, on Rotten Tomatoes right now, it has a. Sorry. Screen too bright for you to see anything. But yeah, right now on Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 41%. Like I enjoyed it. Okay, I don't care. It was fun seeing everybody back again, except for Styles. Styles wasn't in it. The twin brothers who used to be in it weren't around. I forgot the one dude's name. He was kind of a chump. He was the one who used to follow Allison around in I think season 3 or something like that. I can't think of his name, but his character didn't come back either. So it's a handful of characters that didn't come back for this, and it doesn't really bother me, man, because of the fact that like some of them they just didn't need them to come back, and being that it was so many, it was a 2-hour film. It could probably fit so many people in. I think this was fine. This was fine, but it was fun going back and watching this movie, man. It was like going back and hanging out with old friends again, and it just made it. it just made it fun to go back and see this again. So, um, so yeah, I had a lot of fun watching that movie, man. It was a lot of fun. Like I said, if I was in theaters watching that movie, man, I would have been losing my shit for real, for real, for real, for real. But like I said, man, it's not a whole lot going on because it's just not a lot of movies to talk about right now, man. It's not. Um, it's been slow. I'm trying to find something else to watch. Like I was watching Infinite. I'm actually have to kind of go back because I think what happened was I fell asleep through half of it and it just kept on going. So I'm gonna have to go back. Um, I'm gonna have to go back with this one and finish it out. I was looking to see if there's anything coming out in theaters that I want to see, but to be honest, this nah. Like, as far as like what's out right now, let me see. You got Path In, you got Infinity Pool, you got Avatar: The Way of Water. I was just never a big Avatar fan. And then you got Megan, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, and then Man Called Otto. And you got Missing. You also got Plan. Plan is the only movie I actually wanted to see out of all these movies that have come out like recently. Um, yeah, it's the only thing I wanted to see. But other than that, there's nothing else out. There's out right now or it's coming out that I need to see, except for Cabin in the Woods. This one actually comes out next month. How did I miss this one? So that's the only movie I want to see that comes out that I got to see. And again, when it comes to the superhero stuff, man, Ant Man and the Wasp, I'm not super excited to go see that, man. I'm not. It comes out in 18 days, and I'm not super excited to see that. The last movie I went to go see in theaters before um, House Party was Wakanda Forever. That was back in November, and that was it. But yeah, it's just been a slow time for movies, and it's just I wish it wasn't. And I know, like I said in my last stream, um, what was it? I forgot his name. I forgot to do his name. But superhero fatigue, honestly, is real because I have not been excited for anything that has been superhero related since Endgame. I think Endgame was the last big thing I was excited for. Maybe the Batman. I'm wrong. I was excited for the Batman. I love the Batman. But other than that, everything else was just kind of like it was alright. But yeah, the Batman was the last big thing I was excited for. I actually want to go back and watch that one again. I saw the last. Uh, I saw the last showing of that one, and that was bad. But that was the last superhero thing I was excited for. Wakanda Forever, I wasn't excited for, but I was interested to see it because I wanted to see how they were going to do um, T'Challa's, how they were going to do Chadwick Boseman's death, how they're going to treat it, how they're going to do it justice. You know what I'm saying? But everything else, I was just kind of like, it's been I don't know, it's been boring really. When it comes to just the superhero stuff, and then of course everybody's still waiting for James Gunn to give his announcement on what he's going to do with DC property. So there is something I want to talk about. But I'm pretty sure we all knew what it was. And this is something from Dave Batista. Now let me go and read it right now. So it says Dave Batista talks James Gunn start from scratch DC plan. It says, let me see, I'm trying to find his quote exactly. Okay, here it is. I have had conversations with James Gunn about that, but I think the direction he's leaning in, completely rebooting that whole universe, he's starting from scratch and starting younger and fresher. And I think you need to do that. I think for the DC universe to be revived, you need to start from scratch, and I think you need to start with younger actors. You need to start to plan for the next 15 years, and I just don't think you can do that with me. And I understand that. Okay, so I forgot he did want to play. What did he want to play? Who did Dave Bautista want to play? I forgot. Dave Bautista wanted to play. I forgot the dude's name. Bane, that's right. And okay, so he says, I just don't think you can do that with me. And I understand it. And also, I have to say that I appreciate that because I don't want to play a character that I can't bring justice to it. I don't think at this point in my career that I can bring justice to Bane anymore. I just don't know if I could handle the physical part, and I don't think I would have the longevity to plan ahead for films. So I just don't know if I'd be that guy, which kind of sucks, man, because he didn't want to play Bane for like a long time. But yeah, I think it gets to a point where maybe the actors just get too old to play these characters, and you got to move on from it. So yeah, we all pretty much just gonna have to wait and see what his plan is. And Dave Batista as the Thing would have been great. Okay, so I'm trying to picture him as the Thing, and I can't see it. I can't see it. But yeah, I think he would have been a cool Bane. I just think he's at a point in his career where he's just too is where he's just gotten he's up there in age, and obviously they want to find younger actors, fresher actors to take on this franchise moving forward. And it's no secret that Dave Bautista wanted to play Bane, but I definitely think he's gotten to a point where it's like he's gotten too old to play him. Let me see how old he is actually right now. So he's 54. So yeah, I definitely don't think he'd be playing Bane anytime soon because he's just too old to play him. Not anytime now. If this is probably 10 or 15 years ago, we have a different conversation. But hey, man, at least you have to star in one of James Gunn's films, which was several of the Guardian of the Galaxy franchises. But if this was 10 years ago, he would definitely be the guy for that movie. So, yeah, it is what it is. But, excuse me, I know everybody's kind of waiting on their hands and feet for what James Gunn has announced. And, man, the wait, I know it's probably killing a lot of y'all out there. For me, not really. I can be patient just because it's like I can be patient just because I want to see it. I want to see it just. I just want to see it, but I want to make sure he has all his ducks in a row. That's what I'm trying to say. I want to see it, but I want to see it when he has all his ducks in a row. I don't want to rush, and then all of a sudden it just looks like crap, and then it's not good. You know what I'm saying? But that's good, man. Listen. Trippy Soul says, "Are any books from the Iron Age to occupy my time?" That's good. And that boy says, "Yo, hey, what's going on?" So, yeah, like I said, this is slow night. It's not a whole lot to talk about. I'm just kind of doing this live stream just to do this live stream. For any of y'all that are coming in, man, please hit the like and subscribe button. Help your boy. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. I really want to hit this goal by the end of next month, just because I'm that close. So, and I'm seeing something right now. So it's another YouTuber I watch, and it says DC Studios announcement tomorrow. Plus, tell me where I tease this. Okay, so what's tomorrow? Is tomorrow the last day of this month? Okay, so tomorrow is the last day of this month, the 31st. So hopefully something comes, man. But like I said, I'm not tripping if it ain't. I know a lot of people have been waiting. A lot of people have been on their hands and just sitting on their hands trying to wait this out. Or hitting up James Gunn and being like, "Hey man, what's the future? What you got planned?" But for me, I'm not gonna lose my shit if we don't get nothing tomorrow because I mean I waited this long. I could wait a little while longer. And like I said, I do hope that he has all his ducks in a row. I hope that he's picked Kevin Feige's brain while he was working over there at Marvel and trying to figure out what he has, trying to figure out what what's the best course of direction for the DC universe. And like I said, as much as I would love to see the old team, because they just did not get a fair shake, man. Henry Cavill and those guys did not get a fair shake, man, and it sucks. It really does, man. But I understand that there may not be anything left to salvage from that universe, and now it's like, okay, we got to move on. We got to do something new, which I completely understand. I completely understand. Off topic here, man. I thought this camera, maybe it's just the lights or something. I thought it looked darker than what it is. It actually kind of looks cool. So thumbs up for this camera. Let me see. All right. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. So anyway, like I said, I went down the list multiple times when it comes to what's coming out this month. Uh, not what's coming out this month, but what's coming out this year. And there's not really a whole lot that I can give because I've talked about it so many times. So let me see. I'm on this Entertainment Weekly article right now, and it says three things we love to see from James Gunn's DC plans, including better villains. So it says using cool villains and delving into a deep well of colorful heroes will go a long way. So it says one thing they want to see is highlight colorful characters. Second thing is deploy interesting villains. Yeah, they got to. And the last thing is don't forget about TV. I guess most of the TV stuff when it comes to what Marvel and DC are doing, man, is not Marvel, but what DC is doing is already getting canceled. The whole Arrowverse is already dead. I think the Flash is the last show in the Arrowverse, and then everything else is just getting wiped clean. So there's not going to be anything to really watch or talk about when it comes to this TV slate of movies and TV shows. But who knows, man? Maybe James Gunn and Peter Safran have something up their sleeve where they want to get into television as well, and they got something they want to bring to the table. I don't know. I did go to Walmart today, and I was looking around some of the stuff they had. They had one comic book. I forgot the name of it. I actually looked it up earlier. Let me see if I can find it. It's called Blood Syndicate. I don't know if any of you ever read this comic book, but it's called Blood Syndicate. I seen it when I was sitting at the store. I was gonna pick it up, but I was like, I'll wait another time and probably grab it. But let me show you right now. This is what it is. If y'all can see that, this is camera the best one to use, but it's called Blood Syndicate. So, yeah, it's called Blood Syndicate. Okay, so I'm gonna turn on the brightness. I think that helps out. So it's called Blood Syndicate. That's what I saw at Walmart. I was gonna pick it up, but I was like, cool. Because the thing about reading comic books is that it's hard to read comic books and know where to fit in at when comics are just all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many stories to read, there's so many different universes. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all now, since we're on this since I'm on the stream. I'm not a big fan of the whole multiverse thing because I just feel like it's the easy out. You can be in one universe, then jump to another one. It's like it's the easy out. If this character didn't work with this universe, we'll use a multiverse thing and go somewhere else with it. You know what I'm saying? So I've never been a big fan with the multiverse thing. If there is one thing I've been wanting to watch, honestly, recently, is The Last of Us. I never played the video games. I've never played the video games. But I've been wanting to watch it just because I've seen so many people talk about it. And it sounds interesting, even though I know there's been a lot of controversy surrounding it. Being that, how Joel, I think, got killed in the second video game and stuff like that. And I think it would be interesting for me because it's like, I'm coming in as an outsider, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming in as an outsider, somebody who hasn't played the video games. So I'm coming in a completely different perspective. Give me a second. I'm coming in a completely different perspective than when somebody who has watched it somebody who's played the video games, somebody who's watched the TV show. I'm pretty sure there's some things that they had to change from the video game to the TV show, but it happens. It's the same thing when you do books and they get turned into movies. A lot of stuff gets changed. So that's just my one too. But I think I might check it out. I don't know because I don't know. It's just something about it just seems interesting to me. It's almost like a post-apocalyptic thing going on, so I definitely want to check it out. So yeah, man. The main thing when it comes to doing live streams is like, even though I have myself in the schedule and I've been just trying to step up more and do this more, is just um, getting people in here to like watch my live streams. That's the hard part about it. That's the hard part about it. Um, is just getting people in here to watch my live streams. So hopefully, the more I live stream, uh, especially keeping myself on a schedule, more people will come in and more people will check it out. Try and do my live streams as early as possible, so at least it's not like, oh, he's doing a late live stream, I gotta sleep, all this other BS. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the sooner I do it, the better off I feel. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing. Is just try and keep my live streams. Try to be more consistent when I do live streams, and definitely do more live streams this year because I definitely want to get my subscribers up. But your boy is almost at 1,000. Let me see. As of this video, as of right now, I got 985. So I'm literally 5 subscribers away. 5 from reaching 990 subscribers. Let me show that. So to any out there, man. And hold on, you can see that. Let me see. So to any out there, man, hit that subscribe button. Help your boy reach his goal. Anyway, let me see. It's there. It's 985 people so far subscribed to my YouTube channel. So, yeah, I need at least, like I said, I try to do it in small bunches, man. I need 5 more people to get me to 990 subscribers. That's the goal, and then just keep going from there. Like I said, watch time hours are the main thing I'm working on this month. Just working on getting those up. Well, this year, sorry. Just trying to hopefully get more people into my live streams. That way I can just, keep building from there. But like I said, this is just a random live stream I'm doing, man. Just kind of having fun talking to y'all about just anything and anything that's going on because there's not a whole lot going on. There's not a whole lot going on in the world of movies right now. Again, anybody new just coming in, please smash that subscribe button. Your boy is 5 subscribers away from hitting 990 subscribers. And yeah, man, what a road it has been. So, like I said, it's not a whole lot going on. I went over the list of movies that I wanted to see this year. Multiple times. So there's not a whole lot to talk about when it comes to that. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay, cool. So yeah, there's not a whole lot to talk about when it comes to that, but like I said, I think this year is going to be an interesting year when it comes to movies. I think you just got to be more open-minded. Let's see. Billy Bob Sack comes in. What console you play on? PC. Honestly, man, I don't have a console right now. I want to either get an Xbox Series X or a PS5. But I just got to get some stuff together before I even make that move to even try to get one, man. But hopefully, near future, I can get one of 2. I'm leaning more towards the PS5 than I am towards the Xbox Series X. I actually seen one today when I was at the store. I was at Walmart and they had a Xbox Series X next to the S's, which nobody wants the S's, but it's like if you can't get your hands on the Xbox Series X, you're just gonna have to suck it up and get an S. But I really want the X, or if not, the PS5 more than the X. But I see a lot of people already talking about how Sony is already, or the news leaked maybe about a week or two ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. I was saying that they're already looking at releasing the PS6. I think in 2027. I think. So, yeah, I don't know. I want either or, man. For real, for real. I haven't had a system in a long time, and it is what it is. But I really want to get back into gaming, just to have something to do when I have free time, and hopefully I can kind of do like a stream where I'm doing gaming. But then again, with the way that YouTube is acting when it comes to violence and all this other stuff, man, I don't think I'll have to wait, test it out. Hopefully, by the time I cross that bridge, then all this stuff will be out the window, or maybe they'll go back. I would want to wait until all this stuff. I don't know. I just hopefully YouTube goes back to the old rules instead of doing what they're doing now, which is being like, oh, this censoring thing, man. I don't understand. I just don't understand it. That's what I'm trying to say. And let me see. Billy Bob Set comes in and says, I wouldn't get the Series S. Microsoft main store has Series X, no problem. Okay. Let me look at it right now. I know the last time I went online, I saw the PS5, but it was the God of War edition. Let me see. Dude, facts, man. C4C comes in. It got too expensive for me. I remember when a new game was 40, now it's 70. Dude, I remember that, man. I do. I was just thinking about that yesterday. I don't know where I was at. Maybe I was at the store or something, but I saw that the other day. I was like, this is ridiculous that games are $70. And then, of course, it's ridiculous because the special editions are going to cost so much more. Like, my boy, he called me one day. He was like, no, I hit him up. I was like, bro, are you getting the new 2K? I think it was 2K20, 2K21, whichever one it was that had Shaq cover. It was years ago. And he was like, nah, bro, they charge so much. They want like over $100 for it. And it's just ridiculous. It's only for like a few special things to come with it. And then like same, in a special cover. That's it. And I'm like, dude, it's not worth it to spend all this money on video games, man. Like, they would have to be super next level for me to want to spend all this money on video games. Let me see. Because the guy just said you can go on Xbox right now and try and get one. If there's anything I really want to get, is a Steam Deck. That's the biggest thing I really been wanting to get, man. So, yeah, the girl was right. You can actually go online right now and get you an Xbox Series X if any of y'all interested, man. The checkout button is in green. But yeah, if anybody's trying to get one, man, they are available, which is pretty wild because it seems like for the longest time, you couldn't get one nowhere. Nowhere. I remember going online when they first came out and people were already going to the stores. It was like right after the live stream. I was watching people's YouTube videos. People were going to the store straight after the live streams were over and going to put their money down for these systems. So they was on it. They was on it. Blue Ops X says Game Pass has been pretty good for me when it comes to value. I think I had Game Pass, but then I didn't keep it or something like that. I don't know. I just didn't keep it for whatever reason. Oh, okay. Grand Region says, is the Arena Deck something? No, that's something for, it's just like a regular handheld system. I'll have to look into it, but it's basically like a regular handheld system. That thing is like super expensive. It's more expensive than the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. That thing is super expensive. Yeah, man, it'd be like that because it's the beginning of the year. It's coming right after the holiday season, and people already did all these spending, so you got to sit in your pockets for about maybe 3, 4, 5 months just to kind of get your money back right. But nah, man, the Steam Deck, that thing's like $500. It's more expensive than the PS5 and the Series X. It's basically like a handheld video game system. Um, yeah, this thing is super expensive. It depends on which which memory you want. So they got one for $529, and then there's another one for $649. So I'm trying to show you this real quick. So there's one for like $500 at the top, and then there's one at the bottom for like $649. So the Steam Deck is stupid expensive. Basically, it's like a handheld. It's like walking around with a PS5 or Xbox. I wouldn't say in your pocket because it's too big, but that's basically what it is. It's basically like having a PS5 or Xbox in your hand. Um, I think they're supposed to be dropping the second version of it soon. It just looks like an old, super huge, super big handheld system. Handheld, system. Like it looks like it's something that came out maybe like in the '90s, but no, something that just came out maybe I think last year, or the year before. Okay, so biggest problem with the next gen console is the storage space. Excuse me. Um, that's interesting because the biggest thing for me is like you know the leak coming out with Sony. Is that an issue? Is that a storage space issue with the current gen systems, man? That Sony got the information leaked. And then let's see. It says I don't know if you can, but basically, just think of it like having a PS5 or an Xbox, but basically in your hand. It's almost like walking around with your phone. You can play games on it and stuff like that. It's basically what it is. It's basically like a handheld system. It's like having like an old school PSP or a Game Boy, something like that. It's just twice as big, twice as memory, and you get to play the games you would normally play on your Xbox or Series S. You get to have it in your hand. So that's how that works out. That's how that works out. But again, to anybody just jumping in this stream, please hit the like button. Please hit that subscribe button. Your boy is working his way up to 990 subscribers. I'm currently sitting 5 subscribers away from that goal. So you hit the like button. Help your way get to that goal. Give me 1 second. Yeah, your boy is trying to get to. Please. Yeah, your boy is trying to get to 990 subscribers, and then from 990 to 1,000. So yeah, man, I think that's weird. That would come out that the system is going to be dropping for 3 or 4 years from now. So, so, but it is what it is, man. Oh, okay. Thank you for clearing that up. Damn. So, another thing, this is just off the top, because like I said, I've had a game system in years, so this is something I'm talking about, man. Is the whole controversy going on with Hogwarts Legacy? So, obviously, there's a lot of stuff that's been going on with J.K. Rowling and this Hogwarts Legacy, and there's a lot of people still out here trying to get it. So it's like even though it's had all of this negative press, it's still press. A lot of people are going to buy it regardless because they don't care about what certain people think. So they're going to be out here trying to buy this game regardless. And I think it's more of a free world game. I think it's more of a free world thing where you're just able to go around and just do stuff. Of course, there's still missions and stuff, but it's like the backlash that has come out for this has been unfreaking believable. And honestly, she's still gonna cash that check all the way to the bank. She's still gonna cash that check all the way to the bank. So I can't hate, man. People upset because she's because of her opinion. I ain't finna jump on that side of the pool and tell you that right now. Okay, so thank you for clearing that up. But it's an open world game, so that's the thing to make it more exciting. You're not controlled by anything. You can go out and do what you want. Um, so yeah, even though it's been getting a lot of press, um, it's been negative press. But people are excited to talk about it. People are excited to get it. So when does it even come out? When does the game come out? Let me see. I gotta look this up. Let me see. When does this come out? Let me see. Hogwarts Legacy release date. Anybody know when it comes out? Yeah, see, that's one thing I don't understand with this whole cancel culture BS, man. It just doesn't make any sense. So let me see. Let me see. Hogwarts Legacy. The release date is February the 10th. So it's funny, it's been getting all this negative feedback. People saying boycott the video game because of J.K. Rowling. J.K. Rowling did not make the game, even though she has, something to do with this world being built. She has nothing to do with this game. People are pissed off because of the ties it has to her. I did a video, I want to say maybe a week or two ago, about somebody, I think in Canada, who was ripping her name off the cover of the book and inside the book, and they're putting this, made this sleeve over the book just so they can sell it because they don't want to sell it with her name on it. Okay, thank you. All right, appreciate that, Billy Bob Sack. But yeah, man, the controversy going on is unbelievable. Like I said, somebody really tried to take her books and somebody really tried to rip off the name of the cover. It's like she's still getting paid for these books regardless. She's still getting paid for the video game regardless. I'm sure she's getting some kind of check for the whole Harry Potter World theme park one in Florida. So it's like I just don't understand cancel culture. I don't understand it. Like everybody, every time I turn around, like this whole Zachary Levi situation, it's always cancel culture is coming for this person. Cancel culture is coming for that person. Like I don't understand how that works. Like it's a group of people sitting behind their keyboards and they're saying, okay, well, we don't like what this person said this many years ago. We don't like what this person is saying right now. And so we're going to try and cancel him and tell people not to watch his movies, not to watch the TV shows, not to support him with anything. Some people are not going to care about what you think. They're going to support this person no matter what. Dude, I bet, man. I bet. So, like I said, that's my opinion when it comes to this whole cancel culture, man. Why? Why? Like, people are really wasting their time getting upset because Zachary Levi gave his opinion on a tweet. And if he feels that way, so what? If he feels that way, so what? It's his opinion. Like it's not stopping anybody else from living. It's not stopping anybody else from, doing what they got to do. If somebody wanted to get the shot, then okay, cool, do it. But you don't have to feel a certain way towards somebody because they didn't want to get it or they don't trust it or whatever the case may be. And then Brantley Bob says she gets a cut of each ticket bought and each item purchased in the Harry Potter section. So I did not know any of that, man. But them chicks got to be sheesh, sweet. Them chicks got to be sweet. But again, man, anybody just coming in, please hit that like and subscribe button. Help your boy get to his goal of 990 subscribers. Hopefully, I can hit this goal by the end of this week and then just move on to 1,000 from there. Like I said, the biggest thing I'm trying to get to right now is getting my watch time hours up to 4,000. That's the hardest thing. I feel like I'm knocking on wood. Hopefully, it's not as hard as trying to get 1,000 subs. Because it's not like I can say I want to get to 4,000 watch time hours by the end of February. It's not up to me. It's up to people watching my streams and watching my videos. So there's only so much that I can do. Okay, Bolo Sixes. We used to be able to separate art from artists. Yeah, true that. But that's one thing when it comes to social media, man. It's like it gives everybody a voice, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing. But when you look at just how social media has impacted the world, it's like there's so many sensitive people out there that you can barely have an opinion on anything without people jumping up and getting upset. You know what I'm saying? Like you cannot have an opinion on anything and people just not get upset. It sucks. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like there's kind of a light and dark side to having social media. Light side, you connect with people. You can give your opinion on things you may not have been able to give your opinion on before. But the dark side is giving your opinion. It's like a good, bad thing. You can give your opinion, but then at the same time, it's like, you know, people want you to either flow with them or not. And if you're not flowing with this, what these people think, oh, cancel culture. And like I said, man, I don't care about cancel culture. It bugs me the fact that people really out here, oh, cancel culture is coming for you, and then it's like, oh, we gonna get rid of like, you're gonna try and tell people not to watch somebody's movies. When it comes to Zachary Levi's Shazam film, I didn't plan on seeing it anyway long before all this because the DCU is getting trashed after Aquaman 2. Facts. So that's my thing, man. I didn't plan on seeing Shazam anyway. Like the trailer looks good, even though I don't think the music fits it. But I definitely think that like what's the point of seeing it? You know what I'm saying? Like you got Shazam, you got Blue Beetle, you got the Flash, and then you got Aquaman. And even though this sounds like a cool lineup, after Aquaman, this whole thing is being trashed and the new DC universe is being born. And so there's no reason for me to get excited about any of these movies coming out because they're not going anywhere. And I'm not disappointed in the least, man. I didn't watch the first Shazam film. He just seems so damn goofy. I said this in my last live stream. I can kind of understand why The Rock did not want to put his Black Adam character in the Shazam movie, even though he is Shazam's foe, is because, Shazam, goofy, Black Adam, more serious. It just wouldn't have worked. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just would have felt like a crappy movie. So I can understand why he want to move up to the big leagues and say, okay, I'm going for the big head. I'm going for Superman. Forget about, Shazam. But like I said, he is Shazam's foe. And the thing is, Black Adam is a secondary character to another secondary character. This is what I heard John Campea say. And it makes sense because when you look at it, he's like nobody really knows anything about Black Adam unless you're really a hardcore fan. I don't know anything about Black Adam. I've been wanting to read more comic book. I've been wanting to read more comic books and really know more about his history because ever since we got this movie, I just want to know more about the Black Adam story. But he's a secondary character to another secondary character. It's not like you grew up watching Shazam on television unless he was featured in Superman or something like that. I never seen him up until like recently. Bob says, I haven't been watching any of the DC movies. I've boycotting Disney and Marvel since the Gina Carano got fired. Okay. So I know that's a whole other situation with Gina Carano. I know she has some opinions that she put out there. Some people stood with her, some people were against her. Obviously, people saying that she's been canceled because she hasn't had any big TV shows, movies come out since she made those opinions. Her. But that's her, man. That's her. I know she was supposed to star in, I think, her own TV show when it came to Disney Plus, or she was going to be in like a sequel thing that was supposed to go on. But obviously, once she made her opinions felt, she's been kind of quiet lately as far as movies and stuff. I think she had a movie come out recently in theaters. It was only released. Excuse me. It was only released like limitedly, so it didn't sell a whole lot. And people were coming out for left and right on social media saying, look at what you did to your career ever since you came out and made those comments. Your whole career's been going down the drain. So, okay, thank you about that one. So she was going to be in the spin-off Star Wars show. Okay. Yeah, so I know they got flushed down the toilet as soon as she came on to see what she said. But that just goes back to my point of everybody his opinion when it comes to them having an opinion. It's hard to say anything and have, big studios or some people come after you. But that's that, you know what I'm saying? Okay, Daily Worm. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate you keeping me updated, Billy Bob, man. Yeah, I didn't know. I haven't really followed anything Gina Carano. I've just seen people posted on social media. I've just seen what she's posted. So other than that, I really haven't given too much attention to what she's had going on. But yeah, there's not a whole lot much to really talk about. I've been in live stream for an hour. I think the most I've seen people in here is like 4 and I'm back to 1. So I appreciate one of you sticking around. I did post it on my Twitter page that I was live. But sometimes it happens like that, and it's not gonna stop me from doing live streams. I'm gonna keep doing them because, like I said, I definitely want to grow. Get my YouTube channel up to 4,000 watch time hours. So I know it's gonna take a while, but hopefully, if people see me being consistent, they'll be like, "Okay, cool, he's being consistent. Let's see what he got." I know we got the. I know Eric July came out. This is something else I'm talking about. Came out and said that he's almost done with the Rippaverse comic book. I don't know how many of y'all watching my stream right now knows about his Rippaverse comic book. He did a comic book and it came out last year. I thought it was pretty cool. ISM number 2. So he did ISM number 1 last year, and there was a lot of talk about it. I kept up with it, and it was a huge hit for my YouTube channel because I think at the time I was talking about it, I was probably sitting at 200 subscribers, and then by the time September rolled around, from before it dropped all the way until September, my channel went up to like 600 people. So it was definitely a big thing to talk about on my channel. And I thought the first comic was okay. I still give it a 7. But looking back on it, I would wait now to get it, knowing what I know now, until the second one comes out, because it's just there's not a lot of information in the first one. There's a lot of loose strings, so I would definitely wait until the second one come out before looking back on what I know now. I'll wait till the second one come out instead of buying the first one straight out. But I was just excited to jump into a comic book where it was going to be something new. It was going to be a first time thing. And like a lot of other comic books that's been around for decades and generations, it's hard to jump into because there's so many stories and they've been rebooted and retold and had all this other stuff going on. So to jump into something for the first time, it definitely was cool. But I'm hoping the second one is going to be more interesting. I know he has, I think, 2 other books that he's working on outside of the Rippaverse, but he said that he's not the writer. And I know I think the Rippaverse was 90 pages long. Not Rippaverse, but ESOP number 1 is 90 pages long. So I think in this second one, it's going to be 112 pages. So a little bit longer. So once he starts putting out more material, it'll boost your channel from longer. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm hoping so. I think some people were saying we should probably expect it somewhere in March. Somewhere in March. So I'm looking forward to it, man. This next campaign. I'm gonna just try and keep an open mind about it. If ISM 2 is anything like the first cover, then that's probably why I'll stop buying ISM. But I'm hoping it's going to be good. I'm trying to keep an open mind about it. Like I said, it feels good to kind of read something from the start, because a lot of stories have been told, especially in the comic book area where it's been hundreds of stories. So it's hard to know where to fit in, where to start. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so the ill-advised are going to be 3 parts, and the other 2 books are by different people. So yeah, I know he said that on his he said that in a tweet. He might have said in the video that he's working on ISM number 2, and then there's 2 other books, and they're not going to be what he's working on. Somebody else is going to be doing it. So, or he's going to have other people working on it. So I think that's pretty cool, man. I'm excited. I wouldn't say I'm excited, but I'm curious. Let me use that word, curious, about what he is dropping. But anyway, I've been live streaming for about an hour and 4 minutes. I don't know how long I'm going to hold this. I think I'm just going to end this live stream now. I appreciate everybody that could join me. Like I said, I'm 5 subscribers away from reaching my goal of 990 subs. So thank you for joining me. I'm just going to cut this live stream now, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.